All right. Hello, you all. Hello, Facebook land, YouTube land. This is G Mone'a. I have my assistant, Caparine. She's working alongside with me today to keep me sane, y'all. She's keeping me sane. Because this guest that I have coming up, he has a burst of energy. So I'm gonna need an assistant for this guest. So Caparine Reed fits the bill. Say hello, Caparine.
Hi. Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing?
Yeah, this is Saturday. Listen, we had an earlier show today at 12 noon. Caparine, it was a great show, wasn't it?
It was a great show.
Yes, it was a great show. Dee and Jocana Brown from Brown Asset Group. Get to that what? Get to that what? Get to that bag. They dropped some platinum gems. So now look, I am blessed and humbled to introduce a young man that has so many gifts and talents. It kind of scares me because the gifts and talents that he has, and I'm not going to tell you because I'm not the one with his gifts and I'm not the one with his talents, Caparine. But let me tell you, he didn't even go to college. Listen, when God gives you favor, he gives you favor. So this is what we're going to do, Facebook. I need you guys to like, share, subscribe. But right now, I need you to share this because this guest is going to give you a powerful testimony how he inherited these gifts. And then you guys I'm going to drop a bomb on y'all because he has a little family member that you're going to find intriguing. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to some, present to others, Nathaniel Brown Jr. He's my little brother. He just hit his 50 mark. He just hit his 50th birthday. Listen, he don't even look 50. But Nathaniel Brown Jr., Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz, Nathaniel Brown. Nathaniel Brown. How you doing, Nathaniel?
What's happening?
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
Good. You got a shiny glass Cadillac and a beautiful bike in the background. But listen, we have viewers, listeners that want to know what it is that you do. But I need for you to go back to when I know, but they don't know how you got all these gifts. So please share with the viewers how you got these gifts. What made you want to step out on faith and leave your corporate America job to start your own business? So I want you to bless the viewers and listeners. Go for it.
Well, it sounds like a loaded question for one, but it starts from conception. Gina, you should know this. I mean, y'all was playing with Barbie dolls. I was playing with monkey wrenches. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the career didn't choose me. I chose it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just blessed that everything I touch, I pretty much, put my own spin on. So, I'm a perfectionist, so to speak. I was everything I know I was taught. And it goes from bicycles and cars, audio, you name it. In the custom world, I pretty much do it all.
Okay, so there are a lot of people there are a lot of people that don't know what Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz specializes in. I know that last year, let me go back and rewind a little bit. Last year, and correct me if I'm wrong, but last year you walked off your job. It was around January of last year. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And you was like Peter. I mentioned this before. You was like Peter on the boat. you was like, listen, I don't know what is going to take place. I'm just going to trust God and walk into my own. So you walked off your job and you started Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz. Tell them what Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz is. What do you do?
Well, pretty much, I do anything from your basic single stage detailing all the way up to your level 4, level 5 detailing across the board. If you competing in like shows, any type of SEMA shows, any type of local shows, I do full restorations on paint and body, ceramic coating, you name it. It's a one-stop shop. As far as that's just one aspect of Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz. I do as far as programming, as far as on the auto side of it. If you fail admissions, come see me. I can pretty much instead if you having guest money, come and shop with me. The same thing a dealership will offer you, Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz can offer you. But I more or less is catered towards the custom world, which means that whatever you don't get the bells and whistles from the dealership, you're going to have to go in the custom world to get those things. And it's cheaper to get them on the custom side it is to do it when it comes straight off the dealership because the markup on it. But like I said, the type of work I do is pretty much if you was going to put your car in a SEMA show.
Okay. Wow. Listen carefully. I need you all to share, like, and subscribe. Because like I said, Nate Dogg, look, he goes from listen, he rebuilds your engine. Listen, he goes from rebuilding your engine, changing out brake pads, taking your whole interior out of your car. Listen, when I say take your interior out, if you say, listen, Nate Dogg, look at my car on the inside. I need for you to get that, my inside, my interior back to like new. He takes the seats out. Restore. He remakes your covers. If you want like this custom, because you know me, I like Gucci and all that. He does all of that. Interior, motor work. He does it all. And I have a 2019 Kia Stinger. So I bought my Kia Stinger to him because I wanted my car. I needed it to have a ceramic coat on it. And when I took my car to him, let me tell you something. When I picked that car up, I was like, Lord Jesus, like, is it my car? Now it's 2019, but he hooked me up. So Nate Dogg, I need for you to just paint this beautiful picture about the importance of having a ceramic coat and what you did to my car to have it looking like glass finish.
Well, it didn't take much, Regina, because you pretty much keep up all your vehicles. So you pretty much help me out in that aspect, but the average person don't do the same. But you know, it's if you don't want to keep this is like wax on steroids. You pretty much is putting a silica oxide base on your car, which is a form of glass. That's what ceramic coating is. It's a glass coating. And it just depends on your manufacturer who you elect to go with. I believe with you, Virginia, you went with Armor Shield, which you can get upwards between 5 to 8 year coverage out of it. Just depending. That's contingent on how you keep it prepped up. But like I said, with her vehicles, I mean, it was already in immaculate condition. It's just when I got my hands on it, I just gave it just that extra salt.
Okay. What about the Cadillac? I have a 2015 Cadillac, and that had rock dings. It had a dent on the back trunk. My mother, she would tell you, Catherine would tell you it was a dent on the back trunk, wasn't it? And so I want you to explain, to tell the viewers, because there's a lot of people that don't know anything about a ceramic coat, but they're going to find out after you bless them with the importance of a ceramic coat. Let alone you repaired my dent on the back of the car and you did a paint correction. So I want you to tell the
All right.
process of what you did to my Cadillac.
Well, okay, let me revisit that stinger. The importance of a ceramic coat is very important. If you want, a lot of film doesn't build up on your vehicle with ceramic coating. It just beads off. Dirt, grime, you name it. Converts to you using a wax that you can get out of Pep Boys AutoZone. It will pretty much rub off probably after a month of coverage. You get upwards of years coverage out of this stuff. Once again, this is a silicon oxide based coating that you're putting on your car. So it's a glass coating. So you're going to get, it's going to make it look, it's going to make it shine. But the caveat to that is you have to have flat panels. Now, if you have any type of imperfections in that panel, it's going to show up through that ceramic coating. That means is you got to do extensive detailing to it, from clay barn. All your last stage is your ceramic coating process. But with that Cadillac, if I'm not mistaken, the trunk I had to do some paint and body work to it, as well as I believe I did a ceramic coating procedure on that as well. But it was a treat working on that Cadillac because certain cars get kind of fussy. You know what I'm saying? But I had a joy and a treat working on that Cadillac. We got the body, the trunk lined out, the body lines lined out. It turned out to be a pretty good process.
Viewers, listen. I'm a very, very picky person when it comes to my automobiles. God blesses me with things, and I have to be a good, faithful steward over them. I mean, my brother will tell you, I very, when it comes down to having my car right and having my car tight, that's a representation of me. It's a reflection of me. And I'm very picky about who I go to or who I take my car to. Listen, I've always taken my car. I mean, used to take my car to the dealership years ago. Yeah, I'm talking about years ago when the boys were little, before Nate Dogg like ventured out and said, "Listen, this is what I'm going to be doing. This is what I'm going to be doing a lot more." So, sis, instead of you taking the car to the dealership, bring them to me. So, when I say that I was so excited when I picked up that Cadillac, I was like, "Oh Lord!" I mean, he even did the brake pads red, like a glass red brake pad, so it was like matching the Kia Stinger. Yeah. So I was sitting there like a little kid in the candy store. I was jumping up and down like I won the lotto. But it was just the fact that, listen, look, this man put me on all the way on the map. Mm-hmm. So, Nate Dogg, now you did lighting on my Riker. Those of y'all that don't know, I have a Can-Am Riker. It's like a black matte. And my husband, he wanted to put the little light kit on it. So the viewers want to know, what did you do with this Can-Am? This is a 3-wheel bike that you not only put lights on it and had it looking like something from back to a whole new world, but you did a backup camera on my bike. You put installed a backup camera and everything. So tell the viewers what you did to the Riker.
Let me rewind all the way back, since I want to piggyback in a little time where we from the intro where it all started from. It all started when, like, in the teenage years of my life, the audio thing was real heavy. I was an audio installer at the time at Circuit City. when there was Circuit City was hot. I was one of the key installers in Georgia. It was 2 other guys. It was me and another guy. We was running neck and neck, 1 and 2, Batman and Robin. But that's where it all started from my teenage years. And it translated from your alarm systems, from your keyless remotes. I mean, you name it. It all started back then. And it was just real easy just to work on her Riker and her Can-Am Spider.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I'm gonna have to get me a whole new cat suit. I'm gonna have to get me a leather jacket, a cat suit. I mean, when this bike, I'm talking about the what is it? The headlights. I mean, it's red. It's like the cat eye, like cat eyes, like red. And it really, I mean, he did a really good job on our bikes. He really did. But guys, let me explain something to you. You know, I don't have an issue with dealerships. I don't knock dealerships. I purchase all of my cars from certified dealerships. Like I said, not no buy here, pay here, not no Landis discount car and some, where they manipulate your mileage. Because my brother will tell you, he lets a lot of his clients, they call him and ask him, hey, Daniel, what do you think? You know, because I'm to go to a certified dealer. So I'm going to a, you know, lower scale car lot, purchase a car. To the viewers about what is going on. I hear buzzing. Is there somebody's phone's ringing? Yeah, on that end.
Yeah.
Okay. So could you explain to the viewers, you know, because I know you've given good advice to some of your clients about what the disadvantages are going to a buy here, pay here lot, and what they may be in for if they do purchase from a buy here, pay here lot?
Well, I mean, the difference is research. I mean, don't be nobody's crash dummy. I mean, everything that looks good ain't good. I mean, do your research. Once again, take that car, go get it inspected. You can go to another shop and they'll pay $100 just to do a road test on it, just to see what you buy. You know what I'm saying? If it's an investment for you. You know, some people don't want to do that. Some people want to take their word for it, you know, but like I said, it's just, it's a lot of money and buy here, pay here. It is, but you want to find out what is really wrong with that car. And like I said, some people take their word for it and get bit later, but there got a such thing as the lemon law, but it just depends on. Some buy here, pay here lots got a lot of their own house technicians, meaning that they will do anything that will get that car sold just enough for a signature. Trust me, I didn't seen it done. So, but my thing is that Nate Dogg, I can't speak on what nobody else do. I didn't seen it all though. I can say that I can't get paid if I'm wrong. So this is what I pride myself on. You know, I work on your car like it's mine. So that's the difference.
Have you had a customer that came to you, they had it was a nightmare. They came to you and says, you know, I took my car here and they, you know, I had some whatever issue and it went from here to here.
Right.
Nate, do you have any like stories or where a customer came to you and said, please help me because I went to the wrong person and this is what ended up?
Well, pretty much like I told you so. But my thing is, if you stick with the mechanic, stick with him. If you got a good barber, stick with a good barber. Stick with him. Not every mechanic is going to give you the same service. So, like I said, you got a lot of good ones and you got a lot of bad ones out here. I don't like to it's almost like taboo if I go out here and name people names. My thing is, if you got something good going on, stick with that mechanic, you know, bless it, you know, because like I said, it beats standing in line, taking your car to the dealer and you getting paid dealership prices, you know. Some people want their cake and want to eat it too. I understand, but like I said, in order for not to get bit, whoever you get from now on, stick with it. Give them a chance. Give them a chance.
Powerful viewers, listen, share, subscribe. Listen, I'm not saying this because he's my brother, because the one thing about us, we speak. Listen, we come straight from. Listen, not trying to hurt your feelings, but it is what it is. This man, he's got many gifts, and a lot of you all have your automobiles, and especially now during this time and age, it's expensive to get your car fixed. It's expensive to get work done on your car in this time and age. So one thing about Nate Dogg, he is very competitive. He's competitive price. He's not going to just tell you something to get your money. Trust me when I tell you. He has gifts, and he's another one that sold. He's another one that sold. He's not about the money. He's like, listen, if I sold and I bless you by me sewing and you're getting your car right and getting it tight, I win by default. That's how Nate Dogg is. And he's able to sleep at night. So Nate Dogg.
Yep.
I need for you to tell viewers, man. Now this really excited me. I was excited when you spanked my stinger. You got it looking like glass. And that bike. But I need for you to tell them about this bike of yours. Tell them, how old the bike is and what you did, the stages of what you did. I mean, you took that bike apart.
Right.
Tell the viewers about this beautiful bike behind me.
Well, this is a donation bike here, I call it. The old initial 03 bike, I was gonna do something with it. 2003, Yamaha R1. I was gonna do something initially, but the frame was bent, so you can't do nothing with a bent frame. So what I did is I went on eBay and got a butt naked frame with a title. Did all my magician work with my metal. It's part of Nate Dogg Kustomz. As far as I do triple polishing metal, I would turn powder coat it and make it look like chrome. I do it all in house with these paws here. And I just went through the bike from A to Z. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not a boat I haven't touched on that bike. I mean, your imagination's in your pocketbook. You know what I'm saying? In the custom world. So people, you got to pay you on the play here. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Over here, we shot it like a pretty nickel over here there, buddy. We damn sure did there, buddy. I tell you. I could shot, it was just like polishing a turd. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is what we do. It's part of custom world. This is what we do. We would turn your dream into reality. That's just across the board. It's the thing is what that I don't do. You know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing. But with this bike here, I'm about to put it back under construction. It's about to get painted a rose gold. And I'm about to repaint the chain linkage, painted in rose gold. And I'm about to dip all the pole part, bike, everything in road. It's gonna be chrome dipped in with a little tidbit of copper to tie in with that rose gold thing. And I'm about to start putting them in the shows just to let people know what Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz can do.
And listen, I need you to contact me, my assistant, Catherine, because listen, I want to be there I want to be a part of that. I want to be able to interview you as you're going through certain stages with this bike, because I envision you saying rose gold copper. I envision that bike is going to be like fire, not FIRYA. It's going to be that. It's going to be the fire. And
right.
G Mone'a, we want to be able to go through that experience with you when you start that project. So, because we want to be able to interview you right live as you go, as you are in your zone, in your lab. So I'm excited when that project does start. But next to that bike is, if I'm not mistaken, that's a beautiful car. That's a beautiful Cadillac. That Cadillac, I need for you to tell the viewers and listeners about that beautiful Cadillac. What year is that Cadillac, and what did you do with it? How do you keep that Cadillac looking? I mean, just look, it's just glistening, glowing.
It's dirty right now, but she's about to get up under the knife too. So I'm about to change her identity up on her a little bit. You know, she's about to get a little spiky, interior and exterior. So I'm about to go with I'm not quite sure. I know the exterior is going to be a black diamond paint job on the exterior on it. It's going to be a double single. Well, it's going to be base coat clear. I'm running all the best of the best. It's going to be a candy paint. I'm running a full candy on this time, door jams and all. I'm gonna do the new carpet, headliners, restitching the seats, you name it, everything. Bells and whistles, new head unit. The car's pretty much kept up. Like I said, when my dad had it, he barely drove it. So it's a 95, it's considered an antique. It runs like a sewing machine. Everything works on it. I rebuilt it from the motor from the top end up. So I didn't woke it up a little bit. And like I said, it runs excellent. It runs excellent. It sits more than it's running. But like I said, I'm gonna change it up a little bit, give a meter stance, put some bigger shoes on it, probably run it on some 22s on it, and putting still with the Cadillac theme with the Vogue tires on it, that signature Cadillac look. So that's important that a lot of folks just don't understand is you don't want to change up the integrity up on the car because it is an antique.
Wow. Yes. So Nathaniel, I mean, you didn't even go to a trade school. I mean, you didn't even go to college. What you have in you, the ability, and I mean, listen, Caparine, you let me know because there's a lot of people that had to go to trade school, technical college, just to get certified to be a basic auto mechanic. But you do everything in regards to any vehicle. I'm talking about everything from custom work, interior, exterior. I'm talking about major, not just cars and vans and trucks. I'm talking about bikes. You didn't go to school. You did none. Tell me not unless you did some type of, but you didn't go to school for none of this. Tell the viewers.
Well, I know. I mean, like I said, to start early. I mean, I learned on the job. You know what I'm saying? Back then, it wasn't no social media. Today, it is. A lot of people get a lot of shots at stuff. I just got it from the mud. I say that your tools make the mechanic. And now that I pretty much have everything that I could feel like I could set up shop, like your scanners, your dealership scanners. That's number one key on running any shop is having your dealership scanners. You got to pay up subscription fees upwards of 12. I believe Demetra, she's my assistant. She it's between $1,200 to $1,800 a year, even if you use it or not. It's very accurate, takes the guesswork out of the game. That's where every shop rolls off of. That pretty much is a barometer on how much a shop hour is going to be waged at. Because once again, a lot of these shops they got to pay for their L1s and L2s. Those are considered licensed techs. And these guys, they start anywhere $120 to all the way up to 180 to 220 an hour. So them guys want to get paid. So That's the reason why people, what's the mistake? Why is the auto goes to fix my car? For one, you then spent $80,000 for the vehicle. So guess what? It's gonna cost you probably about another 20% for the maintenance, just to keep up that $80,000 vehicle. Because a lot of these cars are built up on modules nowadays. So the computer, with my computer, a lot of dealership computers, they talk to the car. And back then, I can tune a car up in the old school. I can tune it up with a glass of water. But now you have to have a computer. So everything is predicated on the computer. It's just, at the end of the day, your tools make your mechanic. If you don't have the right tools to perform the job, you can't do your job, or it's going to take you twice as long to get it done. I have my in-house lift to get it elevated for times I need my own in-house lift. So it's pretty much an intimate situation where it's just me, not another tech climbing over one toolbox, a couple of toolboxes, just me. I can get the work done just as accurately if you get it done, if you take it to anywhere else, the competitor, the dealership, or whoever. But in today's times, to work on today's vehicles, you need the computer. And my computer is not just a code reader. It talks to the car. It's full bi-directional. And it actually it can take command of your car. I can retard everything on your car with my device. That's how technology is. But you have to pay for that. And that's one of the things I like to explain to my customers, that I got to pay for these things. So that's where I base my diagnostic fees at a certain hour, which is low here in Georgia, which is $60. And a lot of techs were like, dog, you $60. I said, once I get into a full establishment, that $60 will definitely go up. But it goes to show you, I'm not trying to rip my customers off, because it's all about information. Why did my car did not pass admission? And you getting sick and tired of going through 3 different people telling you one thing. So one thing about it, I give you a full health report here from your radio, from every module in your car. I will give you a report card, and I'll let you know that X and Y and Z, if you elect, those will go to the price of repair. So, I'm here to be fair, and I would suspect that a lot of other technicians is, but that's the mystique into the auto world and the mystique in the detailing world. Your imagination is in your pocketbook. So if you people that got an extensive pocketbook, they gonna definitely look real pretty over here. Look at mama, look at mama over there looking like a Krispy Kreme donut over there.
Oh Lord Jesus.
And I can ask you a question also. When you have your computer, do you have to update your software constantly?
The dealership updates it. You pay in the dealership, and they're updating it throughout the course of the year, like several times a month. So I pay a subscription every 2 years, and it's constantly updating it by itself. It constantly updates by itself for new cars, new dealerships, new modules, and everything, new features. Good question. It definitely updates itself. I have at least, I know I have GM's full software, like Regina, those Vincent, their cars. I have their full software. The whole caboodle, from your key fob to your relearn, from your programming, your flash. I could do it all for GM. I believe theirs is AC Delco, but a lot of the other platforms I have a account with. It's based on having an account. If you don't have an account, you just have a glorified code reader, and you can go to Pep Boys just to find out that. So mine will pretty much put you in the park.
Oh, gee. What? You know what? He's very this. It goes back to this. Getting the right information. When a person gives you, when you got to do your due diligence as an individual, God gives us the ability, all of his children, the ability to make their own choices. So when it comes to your automobile, you want to obtain as much information. But you got listen, there's some people, some mechanics out here that they mean well, but they're not as knowledgeable enough. And so you may take your car to them and then to get one thing fixed, and then you pick up your car and then something else didn't happen. That has happened to Catherine with her Hyundai, Nate Dogg. And yeah, it happened to, and what, I mean, you took your car, it stopped on you.
Yes, it stopped, caught on fire. Okay. Yeah, I had to put Charles out on the sidewalk.
Yes.
So he could burn.
She had to put her husband out. I'm 79 years old. That's dirty, ain't it? To put her husband out. But her car, it stopped. The great thing, they were coming into the neighborhood. Now, they were into the neighborhood and their car stopped. So she called me and said, my car stopped. We're right in the front of the neighborhood. I said, oh, thank God, And so it wouldn't crank. And I'm like, oh my God. And so they took the Hyundai to the dealership, and they had your Hyundai for about what, 2-3 weeks?
No, months.
Oh shoot, a month. I was trying to be real nice. So they had her car, but when she got it back, it was something else. She started having issues. This is 2016.
Yeah.
She started having other issues with it. So she had to take it back to them, and she had to argue her point. Yeah. And so that's the reason why when you obtain valuable information, that's the key that's the fertilizer to wealth. Yeah.
See, the number one thing to piggyback with Miss, I'm sorry to happen with Miss Catherine. When you first learn that's when your classroom starts. That's when you start to your research. When you start to get burnt, that's first thing when something goes wrong. If a dealership, if they can't honor something, or if they did something and it's a consequence that this vehicle did this, if they can't honor that, from there, you're going to have to do your due diligence as far as what's the next chess move. You want to pretty much find out. The number one thing is it's a competence thing when you deal around with a shop, liabilities. And a lot of shops get pegged for this type of stuff. And with me, any car I take in, I pretty much will do a walkover throughout the whole car, and I'll email it to my customers and let them know, okay, you have such and such, such and such. But the number one thing, a mechanic's, his job is to go behind another mechanic. I can tell the history of what another mechanic didn't do. So that's how I know. So when I start to investigate and lift your car and get up under it, I can actually see what's being done and what's not being done. So the thing is, you have to do your homework. If you can prove that this is a negligence coming from that shop, from them, thumbs up to you. Thumbs up, because a lot of shops, if you deal from dealership, that's really why they have their legal team. When you deal around with dealership, you pretty much what you have to prove. And I seen a lot of customers. I turned away like 2 people that came to me, wanted me to actually. They was under a lawsuit, but they wanted me to tamper with that car and put my name and at risk, and I wasn't willing to do that. So, whoever they know who I'm talking about, that's you, and this is some recent stuff. So, cut that nonsense out. But, tracking devices and all that nonsense. But, you know who you are, you booger. But let's get back to the point. But Miss Catherine, I hope that, works out for you. It's unfortunate, that is the car running today, or is it just?
Oh, it's running. Yes. honored it after I called California.
Yeah.
She had to pull out, pull out her leather trench coat in the summertime.
Yeah.
Right.
She had to turn from Calparine to Foxy Brown.
Right. Sometimes you gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but the thing is sometimes you gotta educate yourself at the same time when you're getting played. If you're gonna play me, why not? I'm gonna see what it is. You know what I'm saying? But the average person don't know anything about the automobile world. That's where I tell my fiance, I was like, look, even if you go for an oil change, I need to see my oil fill. I need to see the evidence proving that the work you being done. Or if you're not going to do that, check your oil dipstick. You know what clean oil looks like. You got a lot of these technicians, they get hired from temporary services. You taught on the job. It ain't no good more going to technical school. You can learn it on YouTube now. You know what I'm saying? So, with me, you getting a part of Nate Dogg Auto because you're a part of Nate, a part of me. Whatever I touch, my philosophy, we take care of you here, baby. We take care of you.
And you get a look. Listen. Let me tell you something. While you getting your car service, look. You gonna get some comedy, some good old clean comedy. I'm talking about he's straight off the. He off the planet. I mean, he'll have. Listen, you have to wear it depends. You have to wear. Listen, you have to put on an adult pamper. You go to him, he's a down earth guy, but he is hilarious.
Well, I might as well loosen it up before I lay that wood to you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my thing is I want my customers to have an experience and come back. And once again, I can't get paid if I'm wrong. Whatever I'm a perfectionist at everything we do here at Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz. Is that what we achieve? We do anything from your changing your oil all the way up to a candy paint job, you name it. I mean, the list goes on. So to all my listeners, we got some new projects. I got a slingshot. I was thinking about spraying. We got a couple of things, some bike clubs. This is bike season for my biker guys out there. Some shows that's supposed to be out here. B103 has a new one coming up this summer. By then, this one should be ready for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I got some. I'm start working on this Cadillac. It's going to be a futuristic type of situation. Snoop Dogg, where you at? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. Watch what I tell you when dog talking to dog. Listen, when you see this Jack, we're going to be leaning back in that lack. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, this is what we do at Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz. Hey, you got to laugh. I mean, God, this is a blessing here. Yeah. I don't look at it as a check. I get paid for something I like to do. You know what I'm saying? That means you take the work out of it. So if you get paid at something you like to do, that's sweeter than bear meat, baby. You feel me? Sweeter than bear meat. So my thing is, with me, everything's a blessing. It all starts with God first and my mom. You know what I'm saying? She gave me the tools. You know what I'm saying? These are the magic wands here. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate my sister. She keep me on my toes with her vehicles, and my brother always y'all vehicles. And yeah, I got other things worked out, but I'm trying to get into a bigger establishment right now. At this point, because I got way more equipment that I can't exhaust right now because of restraint. But right now with the COVID-19, it's starting to loosen up. But right now, I just don't want to jump out there and something else transpire. So I'm feeding off what the audience is doing. If I start getting bombarded with this, then I'm out of here. But right now, it's sweet, it's content. I mean, it works for me. I get the job done in an accurate in a timely fashion. And hey, sky's the limit, baby. You know what I'm saying? Sky's the limit. You dig what I'm saying?
Nate Dogg, listen, Nate Dogg, we got about 12 minutes. But listen. So listen, guys. His information. We have his information before you. Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz. You can go onto YouTube. He has before and after videos of cars that he has worked on, how the car looked and how it looks now. So listen, guys, if you're looking to have some work done to your automobile, whether it's being under the hood or you just want to get your exterior looking nice, and you want to
Even for recall, I do also do recall here at Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz as well. I forgot to add that. If you got any type of recall from the dealership, you can, and I can redeem that through Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz. I thought I might add that.
All right, then. We appreciate that. Go ahead and continue to sow, honey. Sowing is growing. But listen, not everybody has an automobile, Nate Dogg. Not everybody has an automobile. They don't care to they don't care to get one. I mean, you have people in New York City that ride the subways. So they don't have an automobile. So listen, inquiring minds want to know about this exotic animal you have. I mean, listen, when Caparina and I came to the house, this thing, I need for you to, because listen, you need to tell, because there's a lot of people that love exotic animals, and they have exotic animals. They may not have this particular animal that you have. So I need for you to bless the viewers. We got about 10 minutes. I need you to bless the viewers about this exotic animal you have.
Oh man, yeah, you talking about that pet gorilla? Oh, he broke the chain this morning. He got off the tree. He just broke the chain. I had a 600-pound gorilla on the chain. He just broke the chain. Shit. Yeah, the choppers, everything. Channel 11 News, everything outside. Now I'm just kidding. Y'all just kidding. Now, I always been to exotics, anything. Gina, you should know this. Back then, we shared a room together. I mean, I had anywhere from a rat to a gerbil to a hamster to snakes to a pet. I had a pet possum while I walked on a dog chain. Hey, now I can say this because I ain't in the game no more. I used to fight. I used to contest dogs. I used to match dogs. I had upwards of about 60 dogs on my yard. This is before Mike Vick era. You know what I'm saying? I was the who's who in the game. I mean, people knew me into the game. From that point, I went from anything. I love animals. It was just a part of me. I love animals. You know what I'm saying? And dogs, wolves. You know, I'm an aggressive guy. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? I was looking at this baboon. You know what I'm saying? Baboon. You know, they got one right now. You can get anything on the black market. Anything. You got to watch out with them Africans. Everything. You get anything on the black market. You get a hyena. They had a hyena in Miami. College student had a pet hyena in a high rise in Miami. Them mauled the damn student. Dumb ass. He damn bit side the boy's face off. Now he won't kick the damn hyena out. You know what I'm saying? Who's the dummy there? The hyena, him. Who gets the L? The student gets the L. He's a loser. Yeah, no, man. My bird is an African gray. You know what I'm saying? If you know any research about your exotic parrots, African grays, top of the food chain, Jack. It's above your macaws, your cockatoos is above a lot of your toucans, a lot of your exotic parrots. As far as the vocabulary, it has the mental capacity of a 5-year-old child. Has the vocabulary upwards of 2,500 to 3,000 words vocabulary. I know certain humans can't get over 5 words in their vocabulary, but this bird already exceeded those expectations. Man, that's so impressive. It's so impressive. Yeah. It's a smart bird. This is my mama swear to bird, man. She swear about everything. I wish you would mess with this bird. I swear I'll kill you, nigga. I'll kill you. But man, this is a bird. You know, it's named after her. It's a smart bird. The name is Landis. Very smart. It's only about 5 years old. Right now, this bird in captivity can live upwards of 80 years plus. probably can outlive all of us. Out in the wild, you have to heighten that in half as far as has to be on the defense. His native country is Cameroon, Africa. This bird has the word capacity, the brain capacity of a 5-year-old child. It's very intelligent bird. Very intelligent bird. This bird emulates its bird at full potential. At full potential, this bird is able to carry on a full conversation with. It's creepy. Like I said, I consider Landis as part of the family. You have to be it don't have a lot of needs, but you have to feed it healthy. But African Grace to me is the epitome of a parrot. That's a parrot. If you don't have an African Gray, you're not doing shit. You know, in my eyes, you're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? You know, what's a parakeet? Man, get out of here. Let me show you something. But it's fun. It's bragging rights. Yes, the center of attention. It's be the center of attention in someone's home, but it draws attention. If you don't, on the flip side of the coin, it will pleather fluck if it's not getting the attention. It's certain things that you need to know as an owner, the do's and the don'ts. And I always been a guy that was intrigued with animals like that. Dogs, I pretty much outgrew dogs. I went through that era, you know. And like I said, Landis, I always wanted a African bird. And God landed an African bird in my lap.
Yes, because it was after church one Sunday. We came to your home, and we were downstairs. So I was like, "Where's Mom at?" And I thought Mom was talking upstairs, like literally. And Demetri said, "No, that's Landis bird talking." I mean, this bird sounded just like my mother, her voice and all, you know.
Right.
It carried a conversation upstairs, and I thought it was my mother.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't believe this. And so Caporal, like, I don't believe that. So we happened to go up the steps, but Mitra told us, don't let Landis see you, because Landis is so smart. She know you're talking about it, and if she see you, she's not gonna say anything. So she started talking. Praise the Lord. Praise him. Praise. That's what the bird was saying. Like, that's like I'm talking. Praise him. Before answer that phone.
Right. Yeah.
And literally,
my
girlfriend and Caparine, we almost fell downstairs. We was like, this is absolutely this is crazy.
Right.
You wouldn't believe it unless you have to witness it for yourself. Right. If you don't know anything, we tried to get Landis on video, recorded, and you know, I guess she was like, y'all think y'all slick.
Well, that's hard to do. That's hard to do with a parrot, because a parrot has a mind of his own, and especially if you get an intelligent parrot like Landis. Landis is not right now. Landis is getting at the capabilities where he's starting to process and understand. Like, if you want him to do something, he'll counteract that just because he want to wait you out. So Landis is getting real kind of savvy on his feet, so to speak. But the Landis at his full potential. You talking about a bird that can actually answer you back. How you doing? I'm doing good. Yes. How's the weather? The weather is nice. Landis, you want to eat? Hell yeah. How come you ain't fed me yet? And you know, but the thing is, you gotta understand that you can't, as an owner with African parrots, you can't do any swearing. And if I had to rehome Landis, it would be hard for me to do if a parrot swears a lot. It just lowers his value. So Landis, thank God that he doesn't know a curse word today, because my mouth, boy, I had to, close that door. I mean, I ain't gonna go right, Ma. You know, I ain't that good of a Christian. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, viewers, listen. This is Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz. Listen, Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz. He knows everything about cars. You heard out of the horse's mouth. if you want information on exotic animals, listen. His information, he will give you information on exotic animals. If you do your research and you say, you know what, an African gray, yes, African gray is the bird he has.
Regina, those, let me tell you something. I keep it a thou wow with people. I let people know, okay, people think you can get an African gray at PetSmart. Let's get Pacific. Now, if you want to get, let's cut the chase. If you want to get an African gray, pretty much go to a breeder when those birds exceed upwards of $5,000. See, that's when you take the, to the, you know what I'm talking about? You see what I'm saying? See, that's what I said. You know, your imagination's in the pocketbook. So if you want an Earl Shine paint job, if you want a crazy paint job, a Mako paint job, go see Mako. Because at Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz, this is where it happens, Jack. This is where we turn your dreams to reality. See, that's the difference. It takes the difference. See, Landis, you can't get this bird out of no Petco. You can't. You just can't. This bird is a high commodity here. It has a brain capacity. Let me tell y'all a quick story. And this is true.
3 minutes?
3 minutes. It's quicker than that. It was a couple, husband and wife. Wife killed the husband in front of the African gray. Killed him, cut him, killed him, stabbed him. The African gray witnessed the whole ordeal. He relived it. He knew every detail that led up to the murder. They couldn't put the bird on the stand because he's not considered property. So that's the only reason this lady got off with cold-bloodedly killing her husband in front of that African gray parrot. And the crazy thing about it, that the African gray parrot was released to that lady's custody. So guess what you think the African gray parrot ended up being inside of? Ended up being on a piece of Wonder Bread. You motherfucker, you told on me?
Oh, listen, viewers, listen. It was a pleasure. God bless you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to bless us with your presence, your gifts, your talents, Nate Dogg. Listen, anyone that reach out to Nate Dogg, his information is before you. Nate, Nate Dogg, Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz with the K. Ustomz. Nate Dogg
on Facebook, on fan base.
Go on YouTube. Nate Dogg, listen. We got about 45 seconds. Listen. You had us laughing. But listen, you want to get your automobile service, custom work done, and get entertained by Landis bird. You can't beat that. Listen, get entertained by Landis bird while Nate Dogg is working on your vehicle. Let me tell you something, honey. That'll be an experience, honey. Listen, that will be an experience. But we're gonna invite you back on Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz for an update once you start your project on your bike as well as your Cadillac. I'm so anxious, and like I said, I'm forever grateful for you to take this time out of your busy schedule. Again, this is G Mone'a, my assistant, Calparine Reed.
Yeah. Thanks, Nate.
Our guest, Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz. He's the man with the plan. Reach out to him for any information. Next Saturday, we're going to have Chef C.W. Brown. I'm trying to get her onto the show set to cook while we interview. But we're out, guys. Have a good one. Peace.
Now that's what I call sowing. Enough of growing. I know you enjoyed yourself. So come back again next week for some more.
Get on so Saturdays.